It doesn't look like they saw us, but we should leave before they spot us.
Hello, hello, hello. You know how everybody likes cybernetics? Well, I thought we could look at cross cybernetics. I've not looked at this before, and it just looked like it would be interesting. It looked like it would be a way of having kind of power armor without having all the trouble of power armor. And I kind of like the way you can make it look a little different. So I thought it might be kind of fun to play around with this. Now this is Cross Cybernetics by Nero. I'm going to say it's Nero, even though they have, NIE. Download size, 248 megabytes. So it's pretty big. The first thing you need to do with this mod when you get it in is make sure that you make the crafting table that goes with it. So then you can craft I'm going to call it an exoskeleton or armor that you want, however you want to think of that. And then after you craft that, you can modify it at the armor bench. Okay. Now, and it says here, well, if you read how to get here at the top, all of the main items are made at the cyber crafting bench, which can be built from the settlement workshop. So you have to build that bench. Then they can be customized at the armor bench. Okay. And you can swap your paint around and some of that stuff. So we're just going to hop in and look at this and play around with it for a minute, try to have some fun with it. So hopefully this will work very well. I'm going to be on Jenny because I'd already tested this a little bit and it seemed to work well. If we have any issues, then it'll be something new to me because I didn't have any issues in my little bit of testing that I did earlier, but it was pretty minor. So, okay. All right. See you in the game in a moment. All right. So here we are in Sanctuary on Jenny. Now I'm going to, I guess we need to build the crafting bench first. Okay. I have not spoken to the robot over there, as you know. Oops. I didn't hold the button down correctly. Hold on. Ta-da. Now, let's see. Crafting. Now we have to find their workbench. Oh, there it was. Cyber crafting bench. Okay. Now I'm just going to stick it over here. I might keep this around for a while. Depends on how much I like it. But, or I might use it in a future, playthrough. Nonetheless. All right, so here we go. We've got our cyber crafting bench, right? Okay, let's hop in. We have armatures, exoframes, and extras. I don't know what any of these are. Let's make one of everything. We're going to do left and right arm. Going to do the legs. Going to do the torso. We're going to do a lower and an upper support. Extras. We're going to do the belt. Cannot be worn with outfits that already include gloves. Okay. So be aware that if you use these hands and your outfit has gloves, and I tested this, I was wearing the pilot outfit on Jenny, and it totally removed her outfit. So now I understand why. Now this outfit should be okay to use those gloves with. Let's just, okay, let's take her hat, and let's leave that, let's leave this on for a minute. Let's try the new, I want to see what happens when we try those gloves. Where are they? Or hands, there we go. Okay, they look a little funky here. They're not too bad there. I guess to be able to see them better, let's move her out here. I have to get her away from the workshop so I can change our view a little bit. There we go. Now we'll be able to see better. Now the hands, like I said, the hands, they look a little funky. I don't know that I care anything for them, but we'll leave them on for now. Now let's see. Let's try some of the other pieces, just since they're just basic pieces, right? Here's the belt. Okay, the belt. It's like a utility belt style of thing. Canteen in the back. All right. Let's try the arms. Okay, so that looks like a basic. Okay, not bad. Let's try the legs. Oh, again, nothing wrong with that. Okay, looks like we're wearing a basic suit style thing. Okay, torso frame. I can't see much difference there, but okay, I'll accept that as being something. This is upper-lower connector. Looks like that's mainly... Oh, maybe the frame was in the back. Hold on a second. Let's take this upper-lower connector off. Okay, that's the connecting piece. And then the frame, that's this on her back. Yeah, okay. So it makes sense if you play around with it. All right, so then we have these supporting structures. Now, that's the lower support. And you'll notice it took off that other thing. It took off the upper lower, and then this is the upper support. I don't really have a problem with that. It's just what it is. Okay. This is not... Okay, so let's go to... This is not what I had before. Now, I played around with it longer than this, though. So, let's come over here. This is interesting, but kind of blah at the same time. It does look kind of like an exoskeleton, though, if you wanted that. So, let's come down here. Oops. And let's see what we can do with this. Style 1. There's different styles. Combat Heavy. T4. Oh. T45. What's our other? Let's go all the way down. It doesn't tell me. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, that changed it though. Do you see that? Palette index. Oh, okay. I'm going to go with the black, which is going to be the 0.15 on the palette texture. I'm going to go. Do we want clean and polished or clean and chrome? Let's do the chromatic. Now let's see what this looks like. I think this is what I was fooling around with. Okay, look at that. That's a bright and shiny, chromy look, isn't it? Okay, so let's play around with this for a minute. This is where I think we really get into some better looking stuff. Now I'm going to make this 0.15 and chromy, okay, on all of these, and let's see how it looks. The hands. Do I want this on the hands? Oh, wait, this is CBBE. Interesting. Do I want these gloves at all? These things look pretty bad, actually. I don't know what that's going to look like. Just, let's just humor me and we'll try it. And we'll do... chromatic, right? We're doing chromatic. Okay. We'll see what this looks like. So the armor, I'm gonna scroll us down, and we're gonna do heavy power plated. We're gonna do now. You have a number of different options, and I know I didn't stop to look at all those. Sorry. You have a lot of different options here, and you can see on the left-hand side, damage and energy resistance goes up and down as you come down. This is the best overall. But you can do any of these you want. And they may look different, like the Raider may look different from what I'm going to show you. We'll come back and maybe we'll change up and do a different variation. But I'm going to stick with that T51. I'm going to stick with the 0.15 because you'll notice it's black over on the colors. And then I'm going to stick on the clean chromatic. Now, gadget. We get some gadgets here. What's our... We have ultralight build or weighted. I'm going to do the ultralight build. Firmware. Thrown weapons. Tracking on all. Recon tracking on all weapons. That might be interesting. Let's try that. Uniframe mod. Let's do the strength bonus. And then, let's see. Do we want the strap? I'm going to say disable the strap. It's purely cosmetic, so let's just not even bother with it. Alright, so we're going to come here. I'm going to come all the way down again to the T51. We're going to do a set. That's the idea. Now, I'll try to speed this up now, since we have an idea of what we want. Let's see, I'm going to go ultralight again. This time I'm going to do lock bumper. I'm just going to see if we can do these different ones, and instead of that I'm going to do speed bonus. I have no idea if that'll make any difference. We're going to disable the strap again because it's just cosmetic. The legs. Alright, we're going to do T51 again. Black. Okay. Clean and chromatic. This is going to be some shiny stuff, you know. Alright, now this is a pneumatic upgrade. I'm going to take that. Uniframe mod. We've already done strength and speed. Let's do a perception bonus. Okay, so we did the legs. Let's do the torso frame. Treat it the same way. We might be invincible with this. This might be way too much, but it'd be fun to play around with, and you can always choose a lesser version if it's too much. Do I want to do ultralight build again? Oh, sure. I'll just keep them all ultralight. It'll make it easier. Spine implant. Ooh, what is this? Poison resistance. 20 regen. Okay, we'll do that. Per minute. That's not a lot, is it? That's okay. We're just going to go with it. Okay, this mod. Let's see. We did perception. Let's do a luck bonus. I have no idea if this is really going to make a difference or not. Upper and lower connector. We're not wearing that, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to come down to the supports. And I'm going to treat them largely the same, so that they have the same look. Let's see, we did that. This, okay, we're going to do the pressure. I don't think I need jump height, but we're going to do it anyway. Linked or unlinked? No connection to upper frame. Some gadgets may not function. Let's link it then. Let's keep everything linked. We're going to do the upper support. Going to do very similar. Notice I'm just trying to go for a specific effect in the appearance. We can play around with this later. I'm just going to do ultralight build again. But variation, both arms unlinked. Let's do both arms linked. I don't know what difference that really makes, but let's just go with it. And then that's it. Okay, so let's see what we got. Now she has a mechanical right hand. I want you to notice this. Hold on, let's see if it shows it. See that? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. So you could have both mechanical hands if you wanted. Oh, the sun's going down on me. Hold on. Let's turn her around here. So that looks pretty good. What time of day is it, though? Do I need to move the clock? I guess I have oh, there we go. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to change the clock so we get more sunlight and so that everything looks a little brighter. Nonetheless, you get the idea of what we've done here. And I may remove that hand thing because that robotic hand looks kind of creepy in a Terminator style way. Though, if you think about it that way, it's not too bad. So, alright, I'll be right back. Alright, so this is how the chromatic version looks here in the sunlight. Now, it looks like she has a lawnmower engine attached to her back, kind of. But everything, if you look, if you see that, everything moves. It does make some noise, but everything moves well. It looks pretty good, so no complaints there. Now we can change the way this looks. You don't have to go with this version, but I think this is pretty good. Now, if you don't like those hands, I converted those hands back, and look, you can get a close-up look here. They look a little odd here on the screen like this. So if that bothers you, they look fine here. But if that bothers you, just wear your other gloves. Let's see, where's my other gloves? Just wear your other gloves, and then you're like, oh, okay. Or you can even do just her hands if you prefer not to wear any gloves. You can just do their hands. Now you can do the little skeletal hands like I had before, which were funny, but I'm not going to do any more of that. I think I'm going to stick with the gloves. Okay. Now, let me change my display real fast, and we're going to take a look at changing this up to look a little differently. Okay. All right. So let's get in here. Okay. So let's choose a different color palette, for instance. Okay, let's choose what sounds interesting. Red, yellow, gray? I don't know about that. Green, black, gray? White, blue, brown? White, blue, brown. Well, let's try that. Let's just try that palette. And instead of that texture, let's just go with, what do you think, a vibrant texture? Now, I don't know what that's going to do to us. So we're going to do 0.95 and vibrant. Okay. So just bear with me. Oh, wait, we're not using the hands. Let's just not even bother. Okay, so we're going to do 0.95. We're going to do vibrant. Now, I'm going to change this to be, let's just be, what do you think, combat heavy? Try heavy combat. Let's just try that. Now, this is going to change the look of this, okay? And it also reduces the amount of damage that it can absorb for you. But this will give you some idea of the different things you can do. And that's my whole idea. Of course, you do have these themes with the Brotherhood and Unpainted. But I'm not going to bother with that right now. I'm going to try to give us just something different to look at and see what we think of it. If you come through here, you might find something you really like. And vibrant might be a mistake. We'll find out. Torso. Oh, wait. Combat heavy. And you could try the Raider, but for right now, let's just try a couple of versions. I'm just trying to show you this, see if you have any interest in it. This should be enough for you to kind of know if you want to look at it and play around with it. Okay, I'm going to leave those alone. We're going to do the supports so that they'll match. You could mix and match colors, but since I don't know what that's going to look like exactly, I'm trying to stay with a theme. But you could experiment more. I could be here for hours fooling around with this. This is one of those things because there's so many combinations of options here. All right, so let's hop out of this and let's see how that looks. Now this, okay. I like that. That's got its own style. Heavy combat armor. Yeah, I like that pretty good. Yeah, okay. So see, you can do some different looks. You don't have to have that other look like I had a minute ago. And she doesn't look like she has a lawnmower strapped to her back, a lawnmower engine. But this has definitely got its own look, and she could wear her hat and her glasses. I just didn't have them on, but there we go. She could be like, ooh, super cool. There we go. So yeah, okay, that shows you some differences. Now, difference here too is that, let's take a look at these things. These versions that I just did offer, this is a lot less resistance than the other version, right? But it's still pretty good. I mean, overall, her resistance is probably pretty high. Yeah, see her damage resistance and energy resistance, still very high. So overall, not bad regardless. I think this, for some people, you might find this to be a little overpowered, but you can always focus more on a cosmetic look and less on using the most powerful version if that bothers you. However, it's all pretty powerful. Like this is always the same. This just has to do with a style or a look you want. So we're going to skip that. But like this frame, the light is still 5, so you could use that, but it doesn't look very cool. This is better. This is a little less. Let's see, that's the least. 17, 13. No, Kellogg, you could do Kellogg. That's 13. Trying to find something that won't super. Let's try Kellogg real fast, because it won't be as protective. It's still going to be, it's still going to be some extra protection for you. But let's just try it. Oh, there's no Kellogg version. Oh, wow. Okay, there's no Kellogg version. I guess Combat Light is the least I could do there. Alright, that's okay. We'll figure this out as we go. There's no Kellogg version again. Let's do Combat Light again. But all of these are going to provide extra damage resistance. I don't see a way around it. So just be aware of that. I don't know why they call it Kellogg, but it's a slimmered, a skinnier version, a slim down version, a slimmered. It's a slimmered version. Nonetheless, I think you can play around with this and have some fun with it. You get the idea. And you can use the hands or not. It's up to you. But I thought it was better. I think it's a little better without the hands. That's just my opinion. And then I don't get the weird metal hands up here on my tactical tablet either. So there is good things about that. Okay? All right. So I think now we'll just hop out. We'll show you the mod again for a minute. This mod has a lot of options. We could spend a lot of time here, but I don't want to overdo it. This should show you enough so that you know if you're interested in trying it out or not. Okay? All right. See you back in the mod menu in just a moment.
Working.
All right. So this has been Cross Cybernetics. It's about 248 megabytes, so it is not small, especially for Fallout 4 on the Xbox because we have limited space, but I really do like that. I like the idea of this better than the power armor, because power armor, I mean, there's so many things you can't do when you're wearing power armor, and they really made it. I tend to not use power armor very much because they made it inconvenient, really. So this is pretty cool. I like this. There's another mod that does some sort of light power armor, and I'm going to try that in the future too, and I'll do a show on that. But I like this one. Even though it is a pretty big mod, I thought it was pretty cool and it works very well. So you might see this in the future in a playthrough. I don't know. I kind of liked it. So I'll have to think about that, see if we can, maybe when we do another game for Harry, maybe we can do him in some kind of outfit like this. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you later. All right, now, move along. Nothing to see here. This has been an OwwThatSmarts production.